it was a great night. Everybody, it felt like a party. It was the last game of Kobe Bryant in Milwaukee, and it was a pleasure. And it was really excited to have him here. And at the end of the day, it was a match. We got the win, we got what we wanted, and we're just moving forward.
Were you what night you did in front of Kobe, and then for him to give you a hug and talk to you right afterward?
It feels great. He's one of my role models. I always watched him when I was younger. Like it feels great, to acknowledge, things I did today. So yeah.
Pointed to you at the end of the game.
He did?
I mean, and when you guys hugged.
Yeah.
What did you guys say in there? You and Coach
No,
Kidd.
he-
What
He
did
was
he
just
say to you?
he just talked to me, giving me advice, and what he did, in the summer. He told me that I gotta get in the gym, and work on my jump shot. He said he used to shoot 1,000 shots a day. Now I'm gonna try to shoot 1,500 this summer.
This summer.
So yeah, and he told me he wasn't messing around. He say, he feels great that he's retiring right now because he knows that, like when he played, he wasn't messing around. So he told me you don't have to mess around. So the last day, you're gonna stop playing basketball. And, don't mess around.
Be serious.
Be serious till the last day you're gonna play. I think that's one of the greatest advice.
Great advice, huh?
Yeah.
How about just the interest he took in you? And like you said this morning, you didn't even know. Here he was talking about you in Chicago last night.
Yes. It's great. Kobe talking about me. But yeah, it was his night today, and we got the win. So.
Got to ask you about the Chris off the backboard.
Oh
Dunk.
my God!
What was that? Did you see that coming?
No, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. But yeah, Chris made a great play. Yeah, that's what I did that.
Coach Kidd said that you're now kind of running the offense, and he hasn't announced that you're the point guard, is what he said. But
Yeah.
it's kind of going through you now. What is that like that you now are kind of having that responsibility and having the ball a lot more?
Yeah, it feels good in one way, but I still have now got more pressure. I got to put my team in the right spot, and I feel really nice that coach trusts me, to run the offense. I'm not a point guard. Because some guys can say like I'm not even like a guard. I don't know.
Forward? What are they going to call
I
you?
know I don't know what I am, but it feels great that coach trusts me to run our offense, and I think we have good results on that.
He
You don't
talked
seem to be
about that.
afraid to make passes either. You had some long bounce passes that were right on the money, and some guys might hesitate to make that. You didn't.
No. Because I know. I trust my teammate. I threw it to Jabari. I knew that he gonna get it. I threw it to OJ. I knew they gonna get it. And if they didn't get it, I knew that I made the right play. I made the right pass, so I wasn't scared about it.
The coach said that pass to OJ. I think that was the one he was talking about. You were way in the corner,
Mm-hmm.
and you saw him, and then he hit the three. I mean, how'd you pick him out? That was
No,
some pass.
it wasn't even me. I think it was the bench. I
Somebody
think
yelled to you?
someone yelled at me, "Look up." So I just looked up. I saw OJ. I just threw it. No, I think it was coach too that yelled.
That yelled it?
He yelled at me. Yeah.
A lot of moments in this game. I mean, highlights everywhere. A lot of big cheers for Kobe. But all of a sudden, a minute and a half or so to go, Steve Novak goes in, and the crowd might
Yes.
have been louder than at any other time.
Yes.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, I noticed that. Steve Novak is he's from Milwaukee, he's from here, so for sure he had a lot of people cheer for him. So I think it's great for him. First game back to from Milwaukee Bucks. I feel like it was great for him, and he feels great too.
What about the triple-double? You got that last one taken away. Is this one going to keep?
Oh, hopefully,
Better.
they better keep this one.
Tonight it's a true one.
Is it true one?
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Got to keep this one. Thank you. Thank you.